the hell was this about, bro? When I live, bro. When I flip it around, we got a good over there. Get you on the phone to go all the way over past you. Yeah, probably almost to the thing, so we can get those guys too. Should have did that thing. Ooh, we got some shits today. I gotta get some weed out for some people. That's crazy. Make that look a thing at the back of my gear.
Think that's as good as you're gonna get.
Carol, how your mom's, bro?
Took us down too much here.
She's still in Alabama?
Today her birthday.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
She's still in Alabama?
Yeah, cause he
Some
Come
more.
on around.
What's
Yeah,
that?
come to me, man. You slide back around. No. Yeah, no. Go the other way. You right. Go the other way, and then you just move your body so we can get whoever's sitting right here. I have to jump in the other headphone. You know how. You Gucci.
she did the link. Did the link.
Yeah, same shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody trying to say that it's different. But guess what? It really ain't different, bro. Clickbait. We'll go in with that a little bit. Let me get my damn fire up. I see it.
Full page?
Oh yeah.
Why school you full page, son?
So let's go.
Ken, why school? Ken,
How about you?
Sean, baby. Let's go to my high school in Cleveland.
Show my dad taught a show.
Did he? What's your dad name?
Tucker. Auto mechanics. And Mr. Miller. Mr. Miller was him and my dad was in
I
auto.
remember Mr. Tucker, but I wasn't in auto mechanic.
Yeah.
I wasn't in the vocation.
Yeah, Miss Boyd was out there
Oh,
in
man. Boy, sexy ass.
yeah, that was
Oh,
crazy. My dad used to cheat with Miss Boyd. I don't know if she's still alive. Yeah.
Oh,
I was my dad's mistress for fucking ever. Broke our little household up.
damn,
Oh
she's
shit.
jazzy ass. Damn, you just brought up all that.
We go 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome to the Sohigho Gas Company, where we present the Sohigho Cannabis Show here on the voiceofradio.com at the Voice of Radio Studio. And as always, I'd like to give a shout out to the Voice of Radio president and my main man on the board today. You got EP in the house today. We got a packed house for y'all tonight. Today we got some good guests. It's gonna be a good show today. I promise you. You know, y'all gotta buckle up. We got a few guests in. I got my partner from Ghetto AI on with me today. My man Ken Cody in the house.
Yo, what's
tonight.
good?
Absolutely. Here on the Sohigho Cannabis Show, we like to talk about cultivation, information, and legalization of the cannabis bud, and also we like to entertain you with some super dope guests that we have, and interviewing people from a high perspective all the time is pretty interesting to me. But in legalization, my man Cody was reading around on the interweb today, and we always like to talk about what the law is here in Ohio. It is, yeah, I lost myself in the headphones. Yeah. Let me lose my damn train of thought. We like to talk about the legalization. My man was looking up some of the laws today, and he was reading something. So what did you catch today?
Yeah.
Do you got the clickbait? I hate to tell y'all, some information out there ain't good information, and
Right, so that's what I was about to ask you to
yeah,
explain it. So it says as of late 2025, recreational marijuana
EP.
use is legal in Ohio for individuals 21 years and older, as passed by voters in issue 2 in November 2023. What does that mean?
Uh, that means that we are under the law. Yeah, I got you now. I mean, we are under the current law that is changed, that they passed when they first changed the law on. So everybody is, it is some amendments that's in the Congress right now in Ohio State House, but it has not passed. It got marked up by the Senate. It's over in the House of Representatives. And if everybody remembers, I'm just a bill on Capitol Hill. It's similar to that for every state, and that's what's going on right now. That bill is still in markup. It hasn't been passed, and I don't think it's going to make the ballot. The session is over in August, so we are still under the current law as we said. So that is the legal state of where we are now in the city of Ohio, city of Cleveland. Smoke shops, be aware. I predicted it right on here when Ken Cody read the law out to y'all
Right.
about what the city ordinance is on smoke shops. Smoke shops, everybody, I'm gonna let you guys know, is not the way because smoke shops, although I don't mind them trying to participate in the market, it is they sell THCA basically, and everyone that didn't get busted that opened back up is because they're in compliance with the law. And if they're in compliance with the law in a smoke shop and not a dispensary, they are selling booth. They are telling you THCA and it's not, I even seen THCP in these gas stations. I see all of that stuff. But the smoke shops have the illusion to be a dispensary, but they are not licensed. It is several licensed, like I know our girl, AKA over
Mm-hmm.
Jabril and them, they are opening up a dispensary
Yeah.
in South Euclid. And if you really want to know, if you go look for a smoke shop that's going to break the law,
And
I'm
they
just
said on
tell
the
you,
west side somewhere.
yeah, if you gonna look for a smoke shop that's breaking the law, take that shit to Parma, take that to Cleveland Heights. The dude up on South Taylor, he's semi alright, but he still got enough THCA. I don't know if he'll break out the secret bag out the back room. But the ranking still goes in Cleveland. Your street plug, then a legal dispensary. We just was talking to my nephew on the way in, and he was telling us about several brands that's pretty good out of dispensary, but the dispensary is still taxing you. He said it's
Big time.
2.89, and for the good shit, it was $50 out the door. And street prices right now is about 35 to 30 for good shit in the streets. Really, it could be up to 40 in the streets, but if you still beating the value of what you're getting out the dispensary, that's if you got a good plug. Now, if that dude is trapping that Michigan dirt pack that you just going up to Monroe to get, don't pay nothing but $10 fucking no, beat him up. Don't buy that shit. That's garbage ass weed. Remember that $80 ounce, y'all. They made that to make it's a trim sack, and you use that to really make edibles out. Now you can make very strong and great edibles out of that bag, and that's what that was really made for. You can really, if you cook that down just like you're supposed to, you will have some of the best edibles. That's what that was. It's like the leftover weed that don't get put it in the bag weed. So that's where that is. Now on a little bit on the cultivation side, it's definitely time to get your stuff in the ground. If you should be all the way in the ground right now, you still got plenty of time. Because remember, if you snuck it in when we first, right after the frost went out, you might get lucky and get 2 grows going. So the best thing to do is get some clones at this
Oh
standpoint.
shit! I was looking at that too.
Yeah,
So how many
plants.
plants can be grown in a house?
You are still under the current law. If it's 2 adults in the house, you can grow 12 plants.
Okay, okay, that's what I saw. Cause
Yeah,
it said
you still
six
can grow.
per. It says six for one person, but then they
Yeah.
said if you live with another adult that you can do.
And
Okay.
that is what and I think all of that is just fluff. I think they saw people growing 12 because like right now, if you follow what we do, what we cultivate, and you do a thing called mainlining, and you really stress it, it's called high stress treatment. So you make your plant grow a certain way. We are averaging a pound a plant. So it's a lot. Back in the day, we used to get maybe like 4 or 5 ounces of good weed off of it. And still, right now, if you grow and you get 4 ounces off one plant, you very successful. It's like high end, like really knowing what you're doing to get a pound of weed off. And it's stressful too. The stress in that it would be when you cut off all of the leaves off your plant except for two of them, just so you can increase the yield. So it's just uncomfortable to do that to your baby plant. Like after you grow a seed up a little bit, you just don't want to just cut that down. But you're getting a cutting off that. But when you do that, you will get the yield. If you just put the seed in the dirt and let it grow, nature got to take its course to what it do. But when you're growing outdoors, the root system has a chance to be bigger. That's why the plant will be bigger. So if you really was growing 6 plants, and remember, if you're growing outdoors, folks, the law is that your plants cannot be seen from the tree lawn. So you cannot grow weed in your front lawn at all. So you have to be behind the house, growing in anything, pots, anything. And it's very important that we made the mistake last year. Like right now, when you put your seeds in the ground, you are not anticipating the fall sun. So right now you might have a full backyard full of sun. The further into the fall you get, when you really need that sun on there, it's gonna get cut off. So you might be, you got to know which way the sun is going across your property and compensate for where you're gonna have those plants if you outdoors. And really with the deer, the other problem everybody always asks me, what about the deer? The deer don't mess with you too much. Deer in the city rather eat McDonald's, to be honest with you. I would be dead ass serious with you. They don't seem like they mess with a lot of plants, but if you really want the formula, it was Irish Spring soap in water with some urine, with your own urine, and they say you should drink beer. So what you should do is invite EP over, have a damn party, and let him pee around your plants and put some Irish Spring shake. And that's honestly the deer, keep the deer away. And if you really feeling like that, go to RKO and you could buy wolf piss and there's some other predator
That'll
piss.
scare the shit out of them bitches.
Yeah, yeah, it's absolutely.
Wolf piss.
But I'm trying to tell you, these urban damn deers up here is eating good. They don't not fuck with the weed up here. I promise you, they rather go up to Kane's Chicken and get them some good ass sauce and some
That they throw in the back.
yeah, that is they.
They
I don't know.
adapted to the society.
Yeah, they like.
So they invite.
Nah, they really do not in the city. Now down in Worcester, when I'm in Worcester growing shit, now we got deer fence up to 10 feet tall, and it is a thing. Like we really have a lot more deer eating our weed. So a little bit on what's going on that's coming up. We had Hash Bash last weekend out at the Berea Fairground. It was another successful event. And I think this weekend, if you look up, we got Buds and Baddies coming up. No, we got Buds and Baddies coming up on Sunday on Father's Day. Buds and Baddies is going to come up. It's one of the best pop-ups you could go to. If you don't know how to get to it or you ain't invited, it's because you a square or you ain't in the know, just to keep it 100. EP don't like me talking about people, but it's true. Some people just don't know where the good stuff at, but it is gonna be and also we have, I don't know if we're gonna have Tiny Shop this month. It's not looking good, to be honest
No, I
with
don't
you.
think so.
I don't think it's gonna be a Tiny Shop, but we do have August 9th, the 4030 block party, and we are looking for vendors and volunteers. And performers. You better bring the heat if you want to be on that stage. So we gonna pretty much be, it's the same. Glenville Festival gonna be down the way, and we gonna be on the lower. Glenville ain't live enough to get the street blocked off. We got St. Clair blocked off, so it's a big deal for us. It's the first year. It's actually our 6th year doing it, and it is the first year that we get in St. Clair blocked off. So I'm very proud of the team for pulling that off.
In conjunction with the Brown Hoist.
In conjunction with the Brown Hoist, Red Lion, 4030 Studios, and we definitely looking forward to getting to that. So you want to get any information on that, please hit us up, and we can get you back on that. I think vendors table, if it's gonna be an early bird special, so if you need some money to come sell your merch, we all about supporting Cleveland and keeping our footprint low. So we want Cleveland people in there first, specifically if you from St. Clair area neighborhood, you possibly could get a free table. So definitely hit us up. 4030 Studio Block Party.
I'm telling people that.
See, Cody hates when I say
That's
stuff
crazy.
like that, man. EP, what's up with we gonna do this? You want me to bring my man up, or how you wanna go? Let me I wanna say my man, cause he's gonna rip us up, man. I think we're gonna have a good time with him. Yeah, we'll let Greg come on up. I'm gonna tell you, we was out at the what did we do this weekend? We did Dunlap's. We did Dunlaps on Sunday too. So shout out to Contu, Ramon Rivas, and the Mic That Never Ends. Sohigho also sponsored that show, the Mic That Never Ends, over at Dunlaps at 10 o'clock on Sunday. It's a comedian open mic night. It's based for comedians, but if you sing, dance, they always like to say juggle, come on over. Contu Live, we just picked them up as a show too, so we're gonna be working out our sponsorship package with them. Basically, I give them free weed and they give me advertising. I ain't gonna lie, it's like that. So we are fortunate enough to have a guest on today. I'm gonna have my man Gus gonna come up, and you gotta plug us in the mics too, though. I don't know if we can hear her good.
She ain't saying that.
Okay, how you doing? It's good.
You gotta wait for her to speak.
My man Gus Johnson up. I'll be forgetting his entertainment company up, and he's gonna invite our guests. So all our people over on YouTube, switch over to Facebook so you can check out our Zoom call with our artist interview coming up. Go ahead, Gus.
What's up, cousin? Everyone, this is Honey DeVore.
Honey DeVore,
Her mother is Candy Struthers DeVore, Faces of Proud Mothers. And we have a lot of stuff coming up that she'd like to speak about and let you guys know what's going on. She just got done doing a TV show with Tiffany Haddish and Sean. So we're going to go ahead and start off with that.
All right. Well, tell us all about that there, honey. I mean, this is the Sohigho Gas Company. We do be talking about cannabis on this show a lot. Do you smoke? Not really. It's all good.
Sometimes.
I mean,
See, that was the sometimes.
well, if you around Snoop like that, you smoke by de facto, so you definitely welcome on this show. So tell us about the show you starred in. I mean, I said starred in. Well, we think.
It was called, the special is based on the event, which was a charity fundraiser hosted by Tiffany Haddish. It was for foster youth because she's a former foster child. It was raising money. She has an adult prom, and this was the 3rd annual. It was so
Very
crazy,
nice.
so fun. And yeah, Smith was there and some other stars. It was really good.
That is so good. And you did a show based on that event?
She has the She Ready series. So
Okay.
the events and stuff, like a comedy special.
That is very interesting. So now with your career, how are you rating that on your career? Where did that event particularly rate? What's the highlights of your career though? What would you say, like, this this is the set when I've been out here, like I really feel like I'm doing my thing. Like in recent history, what's one of those events you've been at?
It's being attending the NAACP Awards.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, it was so amazing. And being in a room full of like so many people that I looked up to growing up, like the Wayans family last year, this year, Kamala Harris was there. So it's just nice to be in a room filled with people that they're pretty much where I want to be. And it's always great to celebrate Black excellence.
That is good. Now, when you say where you want to be, if you could just have that magic crystal ball and get those wishes answered for you, where would you say you would like your career to go to in the next, say, year or two?
Next year or two. I would love to just book more and more acting jobs, performances on as many stages as I can, drop as many singles as I can with my girl group.
Oh, let's get into it.
Yes, I'm just trying to do as much as I can. I want to be a well-rounded entertainer and an entrepreneur, and also give back to my community.
Oh, that is very noble. I see. Now you mentioned your girl group. Now, go ahead and tell us all about your group.
My group is called X, and well, formerly called X. Now we're transitioning into a new name, rebranding. We're now called Dollhouse.
Dollhouse. So that would be funny. You should go. You should have went. If you went from X, you should take off of Twitter somehow, going in reverse. Since Twitter's now X. I don't know. That's high talk.
She got a new song coming out.
You do that?
With a producer that
That's high talk. I said since your former name was X and then Twitter changed to X, maybe your group name should be some form of Twitter. That's just high speak. So
Ralph.
What's funny is we had X first, and then Elon Musk took over Twitter and called it X.
that is bullshit. You gotta tell him to call me.
Better don't see the copyrights.
No, for real.
Mm-hmm.
That is so crazy. What's the style of music from your group, would you say? How would you describe your group?
We do a little bit of everything, but majorly R&B, hip hop, and pop.
Who's in the group with you?
Right now, it is me, Honey DeVore, Lexi Ashland, Brianna Reinhardt, and we just got a new member named Jules.
Oh yeah, she on the hot list. No, I'm just
Do you have any new music out now?
No, not right now. Not from Dollhouse.
Not from the. You do have music from X. Do you want us to? Do you want all our people to look you up and find your music for X? Is it on all the platforms?
She's gonna be
on all the platforms.
She's
We
gonna.
have a single called Chill, which is so dope, and it has like a 90s kind of feel.
Okay.
Yeah, it's awesome. That's like a fan favorite. And then we have Jason, which is also this cool R&B. Just a song for the lover girls.
What's the name of the group?
Basically.
She's gonna be recording with Ralph Tresvant from New Edition.
Oh no.
That's her uncle. That's her uncle. So she'll be in the
Ralph's your
studio
uncle?
soon.
Yes. So it's in the bloodline, huh? Oh, okay.
The group is called X. How you spell it?
Yeah. X.
Biologically.
It's his favorite auntie. So my dad and him are first cousins.
Okay, that is yeah, you've been around the industry. How is it do you think making your way? I see you as like Miss LA County, which I can only imagine is a very hard and prestigious thing to be. How is it in the industry do you feel as an emerging artist in the LA scene right now?
I feel like LA is the greatest place in the world.
Besides Cleveland?
One of the greatest places in the world. I love representing LA County. I love just seeing the music scene explode. I feel like we're doing a great job. We're about to I feel like LA is about to really, really take over. We're doing really great. The West Coast. Shout out NorCal too, even though it's up north.
Yeah, even though I got a little slander on. No, that is Is it competitive? Like, do you find that hard? I mean, like you making waves, like to be Miss LA County and making a name for yourself in Hollywood. Like, I think people go out there to be a star, and you are well on your way to doing that. Is it just like you think you're fortunate? Is how is it navigating that for you? Do you think like I don't know, like is it what is some of the challenges you find out there?
Some of the challenges, I guess, would be um really fake people.
She said, I don't
Ain't
know
that
how else to
life
say
though?
it.
Jesus.
The funny thing is though, the fact about LA is like you have a lot of creative people, but then you also have people who are just willing to do whatever to get ahead. And I
Yeah.
think it really, yeah, it really. I don't even think it's like an entertainment industry thing, but I think that because
Yeah, I was about to say, that's
everything's so focused
life.
on like creators working, I
Mm.
think that it can like give the entertainment industry a bad name. But I've also met a lot of really cool people like in the entertainment industry, video people. So I think that I'm fortunate to be in this industry, living my dreams. I'm fortunate to have grown up in LA County my entire life because my friends and I we used to like really think about there's people who have grown up like not that close to like big cities.
Yeah.
So we used to always like think about that and kind of put it in perspective. I feel very fortunate.
Right. That is so good.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you how we spell the name of the group just X, just the letter X, or
Yeah,
is it
it's
a,
just the letter X.
okay. I do have a question though. So you had went number one, but you had a number one collab or number one song?
We collabed with John Young, who is my, he's a friend of my mom, so she cut his hair, and he's like, he's really dope. And it was just a really cool collab. It's called Cover Girl,
It's
and
called Cover Girl.
yeah,
Wow.
music video and everything for the studio.
That is so very good. I mean, like as far if you could pick out of the ABCs out of awards since you like in music and acting, which one would mean the most to you? You said you want the Grammy, you want the Oscar, you want the Emmy, you want them all. What you thinking?
Well, not all, really.
Uh,
I want to be, let me see, I want to be the world's greatest actress, like Halle Berry, and I want to be a great performer like Beyonce, and I just have so many passions that I want to follow all. I don't want to ever leave them, so.
that is very good. Around these parts over here in the Midwest, we like to say that it's creatives, and I think that's more what you on in a creative space, and I think that's what the cachet term for people who multi-talented is right now. It's cliche to say that right now. So I definitely see you in the creative field as that. Do you with your music and your acting? Do you do any of the writing and producing or any of that?
Yes, I write into producing because I'm interested in that, but I write.
That is very good. Cause something else, Cody.
No.
Um, I know Gus is gonna have you. So I mean, like, when do you think you're gonna be ready to put those songs on the road? And do you got any dates coming up? I know is the old band still available for bookings, or are you just rebranding yourself and gonna
Right.
come out with the new
As a
set?
solo act.
Oh, no,
A few of the girls, Lexi and Bree, they were in the original group, so.
okay, so y'all already there. So
Yeah.
it's just that girl that y'all
I
adding
still got
in.
a song on YouTube.
Do you got a song on YouTube right now? Is there anything we can look up that we can maybe play for our audience?
You can look up, okay, look up X and chill. Try that. It's so hard to find because X is like such a hard name to distinguish.
Right.
X and chill.
But
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
I
That,
wish I heard like for the link. I would have sent you guys the link.
yeah, I think he could have got that over to you though, but definitely we definitely got, I know Gus and Camacho is planning on some things here in Cleveland in the fall for sure. So hopefully we can have you come out and grace our stages with some of your talents also. And in Cleveland, whether you know it or not, we have a great big theater district that's world renowned also. So it is a fabulous place. I mean, well, I'm biased because I think it's the greatest location in the nation myself. So, but it
Well, I've always wanted to go there. Like my best friend, she grew up there. Her entire family still lives there, so she's always going out there. Yeah, so I really want to go to Cleveland. So hopefully we can make that happen.
Oh yeah, because if you came like right now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Don't come in the winter; it's shitty as hell.
Yes,
But in the
it's
summer, like
hard.
right now, we got a big lake, and it's beautiful. It's fresh water, and you definitely appreciate the landscape this time of year. We're not over hot. We don't have no forest fires. Our homeless ain't as bad as y'all. Not at all, but we do have a good time and it is very enjoyable. So I think if Gus is good, if you give us your social media, where we could find you at and where fans can locate you at, we will appreciate it.
She coming back on Hot Mess tonight.
Oh yeah.
You guys can follow me on Instagram at Honey DeVore. That's Honey HONEY DeVore DEVORE. And yeah.
Well,
That interview gonna be a whole.
yeah, I just got the memo that you coming on Hot Mess in the evening tonight. That one on this show, I'm John Tucker. On that show, I'm the weed man. And you better watch out. That's a different character of show. So definitely we're gonna look forward to you. It'll be definitely a different style show, but we definitely look forward to seeing you later and we wish you all the success. And I definitely know if we had a Camacho event here,
She's coming.
that we gonna have you here, no doubt about it. And we do have an event on August 9th. I don't know if we could squeeze you into something like that, but I talked to Gus a little bit about that. But thank you, and I know you don't smoke weed, but since you was a guest on the show, we'll always give our guests a little token of our appreciation. So as soon as you break the Cleveland city limits, come look up Sohigho Gas Station, and we'll be happy to get you your products.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. We wish you all the success, and I look forward to seeing you later on tonight. Thank you so much. And could you do me one favor before you get off? And could you give us one little drop, if you could? You ready for me?
Oh yeah, let's go.
Okay. If you could just say, this Honey DeBoer, I'm on the Sohigho Gas Company on the Voice of Radio, and that'll be just perfect. Anytime you, oh my man.
Hey, this is Honey DeVore, and I'm on the Sohigho Gas Station. Voice Radio.
That's perfect.
One more time.
When you do that, do it just one more
Ohio
time.
Gas Company.
Sohigho Gas Company.
Okay.
On Voice of Radio.
Hi, this is Honey DeVore, and I'm on the Sohigho Gas Company on the Voice Radio.
No, Voice It Radio.
Voice It Radio.
Okay.
It's all cool.
Go.
Hey, I'm Honey DeVore, and I'm on the Sohigho Gas Company on the Voice It Radio.
Man, thank you so very much, man. We appreciate you and we look forward to you. And I know we're gonna be playing your track throughout the day to day, because I kick off the first show and we got a hip hop show following this one, and then we go into the show. So we're gonna feature you. We're gonna definitely support your track, and then I look forward to seeing you later on Hot Mess in the evening.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
See you later.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break right here on the Sohigho Gas Company, and we're gonna come back with our next guest. We got a packed house. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And I always like to tell y'all, don't eat too many damn gummies, man.
one of them guns.
Man, good.
What's your name again, bro? I'm sorry.
JT John Will,
JT.
yeah.
I missed the part. I was coming back in when you were talking about what was you talking about, the shake or the trim with regard to makes the best edibles?
Well, yeah, well, any
See,
of it.
I'm
The
glad
trim,
you said
the
that,
trim
right?
bag that they buy from up there for $80. Who you want next? Come on up. I don't hear real smoke barbecue.
No, I ain't playing.
God damn, we ain't real smoke. We ain't cool with real smoke no more.
Oh, we act like we ain't got no money.
God damn it. The Adams board, God damn it.
Yeah, I know. I gotta bring that out of the book. You know what? I still iffy about playing that on your show.
I make them.
I know what they views are on this.
I tell them I be nice. I be
Hey, so-
saying,
They
I be telling the Adams boy YouTube the right
They
thing.
recovery.
Right.
I'm telling people if weed ain't for everybody, I say that all the time.
What's the 9 o'clock show about?
Oh
Well,
shit.
that's my show.
But what it's about though?
Oh shit.
Different.
Fuck
It's
shit.
like just
Uh-oh. It's
So
the,
I don't think this
put
personally,
the
personally,
charger close
if
to
we
the
get ready
back,
to talk
like
about weed, I don't think I need
the
to talk.
wireless charger.
Yeah.
And this is why I say,
Wired,
right? Because if we 9 o'clock, I'm talking about my nonprofit.
right.
So I don't
Oh,
wanna,
you still talking about it? Everybody in your nonprofit smoke, man. Come on.
but I'm talking about with these people with the foundations, bro.
You ain't
That
gotta
ain't gonna
don't-
be.
Don't
It ain't
say
that
you
bad.
smoking.
Yeah.
Hey, don't say you smoking
I'm a
weed
nonprofit.
just to get interviewed.
Yeah.
It's just on the
Hey,
show.
don't even
You on the show.
Half the
It's
people that
me.
listen to the show smoke
You
weed.
is the
They
talent.
still don't mean.
Okay,
That don't
okay.
mean they can't.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't.
I'm the international stop bullying violence now towards
Yeah.
founder and the founder, the director of the God's Chosen Ones.
I ain't gonna out you out.
Okay.
I work with massive celebrities, and I do this all the time. Cannabis is medical, right? So check this one out. I had diabetes.
Well, see, I'm just, only reason my nonprofit is with prison reform. So I just don't want them
We work
to
with
link
that
and
too.
then, yeah.
Yeah,
we
so
got it.
you're good. You're good.
Yeah, you good. Okay, okay.
Everybody in here got a record. No, I'm just kidding.
I know I got one.
Oh yeah, yeah. We all got records up in this damn place. Man, anybody? Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Boy, your equipment done got better than everything. Boy, I see you. Boy, you trying to do a little something. You still got the old girl with you? What's her name?
It's me, Kathy Mayfield, and her. My girlfriend in high school.
He loves saying that shit.
Kathy,
I'm ready.
she was dating Deion Gray when she was at Euclid.
Kathy.
Deion Gray, you never talk about Deion Gray. Uh-oh.
I just left that nigga like 2 weeks, about a month ago.
All right, y'all ready?
Yep.
We go in. 5, 4, 3.
Well, thank y'all for coming back to the Sohigho Gas Company here at the Voice of Radio, where I kick off the Tuesday Power Hour block. Man, I start here with the Sohigho Cannabis Show on the Voice of Radio, and next after me, we got Al Porter's Hip Hop Classic Show, followed by that Hot Mess in the Evening. And I'm gonna tell y'all this night gonna be a special show. We got Honey DeBoer gonna come back on, but right now we have a guest. He one of AP's longest friend. Who he gotta be a wild dude. I'm gonna actually put that just because of guilt by association. I'm gonna tell you right now. You went to Kent State in '86. You was a wild boy. I don't give a shit. That's pre cell phone. I'm just gonna date you in tight cash.
Block party.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all was in a rat skeller with freaking
Whoa.
Cochise.
Drinking beer.
Yeah,
Pouring
keg
glass.
parties on College Road, Crane the Main.
Tonight, we get to talk about the world famous spaghetti incident.
Oh
We're going to
shit!
say that for the night.
See, it's going down. I'm gonna have my man introduce himself and introduce his foundation, and we're gonna talk a little bit about him and his foundation and how that's going. Come on, my man, tell us where you're at.
All right, my name is Greg Champion.
You gotta pull
AKA,
that closer to. Yeah,
my name is Greg Champion.
that's perfect.
AKA Champ. I'm from East Cleveland, Ohio. Me and Errol Porter.
Yeah. There you go. That way we can see you too.
Get ready.
Yeah, born and raised in Cleveland. Graduated from Wilberforce University.
All right.
Met Errol in high school when he came from Benedictine,
Yeah.
trying to wear a Benedictine jacket down at Shaw High School.
Almost
It
got
ain't
his ass
happening.
whooped.
They was trying to
Yeah.
jump me, man.
Yeah,
We
they
talk
had
about
it.
all that. We got a lot of shit to talk about.
Oh shit.
But no,
What's for trying to jump me to be my roommate? What's
That's
wrong
he
with
was
me?
my guy. He was
That's
my
nigga.
guy.
Yeah, sure.
That
He
is
was my guy. He ended up being my guy, man.
Yeah.
That is so wild. So you was speaking about you was coming back up for some work specifically with the nonprofit and prison reform.
Correct. So I started a nonprofit organization called Project Change Recidivism.
Okay.
So what it is about prison reform, because even though I have a college degree, I've been incarcerated a few times
Yeah.
for drug trafficking.
Okay.
And
You don't mind me
initially,
asking what kind of drugs?
I got caught with a kilo.
Let's go.
I did 7 years for that.
Brick boys.
And then I did 5 years. I just did 5 years from, I got caught at 17 to 22 in Ohio for trafficking. Running from the police. I actually got rid of the majority of the drugs, but they still caught me. I did 5. So this particular time when I was in prison, before I went to prison, I've been a debt collector since 1999.
Legal.
Legal
You talk
debt
about paying,
collector.
okay.
When you paying your credit cards.
Yeah, because
Right.
in that other business too, you kind of debt collected too.
You absolutely are. You absolutely are.
People
But-
who don't know the game don't know what the fuck that is, but hell yeah, you wear a lot of hats if you are independent.
But I was having issues when I first graduated from Wilberforce. I initially was trying to get my master's in secondary education.
Okay, you want to be a teacher.
Yeah, and I actually was subbing at my old high school, Shaw High School. But then I went back. Central State was starting a master's program in the fall of '93, and I was going back. I left coaching football at Shaw, basketball at Shaw, and teaching to go back to get my master's.
Okay.
In turn, when I went back to Wilberforce, went back down there to go to Central State. I met who's my wife now.
Okay.
And then I was having issues. I went to Columbus. I was coming to Cleveland for a weekend. And then I stopped in Columbus and was, holler at my dudes that was
Yeah. Come on close to the mic though.
and started selling heroin.
Oh shit. You graduated.
I was about to say you jumped quick. He like I just went to see
Yeah.
my homies and
Yeah, they was doing their thing down there. So I went down there and
got you.
ended up catching 2 cases.
In Columbus. In Franklin County.
Right.
Dang.
And didn't get my degree and my master's.
Oh shit.
So then I came back to Ohio, but I had a degree, but I hadn't went to prison.
Right.
So it was hard for me trying to teach
Yeah.
with them heroin backgrounds on me. So then I
Right.
get into the debt collections.
Yeah.
So then I was doing real good in that, and I attributed collecting debt to selling drugs. It gave me a rush like that. So when I can get a person to pay something that they don't want to pay, that's a smooth ability.
Yeah.
That's a crab.
Yeah.
And I was they moved me to Charlotte, North Carolina, and I got down there, and it just was booming
Yeah.
with the debt collections.
With
But
the
then-
debt collection.
With the debt collections, but then I decided I was like, man, I didn't want to be a worker. I wanted to be an owner.
Mhm.
So then I went out on my own to get my own debt collection agency.
Okay.
So I was having issues with capital, trying to get it off of the ground. Because
Yeah.
I went from a back of the house to an owner.
Right.
So nobody's gonna tell you how to own anything.
Right.
You got to kind of figure it out on your own.
Yeah.
So by me not having that capital, I got in the game to try to
Again,
get the
yeah.
capital.
I know it good though.
And this particular time, I got caught.
All right, let me ask you what you was banking with that time. You go back to the H or you was still
Nah, I was cocaine.
back to your girl?
Back to the girl. I left the boy alone, went to the girl.
Oh shit.
So
was
then
looking for the hard
I ended up doing 7 years from 6 to 13. I get out in 13, and I said my whole focus the 7 years was to get back into debt collections when I got out.
Right.
But then when I got out, I got back in debt collections, but it had changed. Right, and I was seeing through interviews and everything, reading newspapers throughout the 7 years that some of the people in the industry was, they were cloning files.
Yeah.
Like say if us 3 are friends,
Yeah.
and we buy one file, but I'm in Charlotte, you in Atlanta, and he in Detroit. So we buying one file, but I'm doing the same file in Charlotte, you doing it in Atlanta, and he doing it in Detroit. I get him to pay in one city, but then consumers were complaining.
Right.
So then the feds got in it, and then they made the FDCA, which is the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, they got into it, and they put real stringent laws with regards to it, and the game just changed. When
You think you responsible for changing that law?
No, because I wasn't, me, I was a gray area guy. I never crossed the line. I never said, well, the police is coming to your
Except for
house.
that cocaine selling.
But
not in debt collection. He like
yeah,
I
but in
straight
debt collection,
narrow.
but then when I come home at 17, when I come home at 13, the debt collection game had changed.
Right.
People were sitting there, I'm at the desk with guys, and they got the scanner app on their phone. They talking to the to the debtor, and they telling them, well, the sheriff's department is right outside your house.
Yeah.
And they got the scanner, and I was like, this is not for me.
Right.
I was like, I just come home from prison. I was like, this It scared me. It shook me.
Yeah.
I was like, the debt collection game changed. So then I moved back to Cleveland, and then I was messing with the government phones.
Okay.
You know, giving away the government
Yeah.
phones. And again, it was like giving away them phones. It was like I'm a hustler. I'm not really. I wouldn't consider myself a drug dealer.
Right.
I'm a hustler.
I know.
I know how to make money.
Yeah.
And I got into that, and it just took off for me with that.
Mm.
And then I messed around, and I was down in Ashtabula selling the phones. I was all over Northeast Ohio giving away the phones.
Right.
And I was down in Ashtabula, and the people that was coming to my tent was addicts. A lot of them was addicts.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
Side hustle.
Right.
I'm like, I'm
Double
making $15 per phone.
Yeah.
But everybody that come to me, their teeth messed up. So I know what they on.
Right.
And then I bought 50 grams of heroin. And then I get back in there, and then I took them on a police chase in Ashtabula.
And Ashtabula.
Yeah, and it was
Bro,
on.
I'm glad
Listen,
you
bro, they
sitting
put
here.
me on Facebook Live.
Oh.
They had put me on Facebook during the chase. It was on like back before I went, back before I went to prison. They put me on there, and it was on Ashtabula, Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah.
And I saw the chase.
My man is famous up in here. You
So,
I
I got a question for you. So, do you think you were unlucky or a bad drug dealer?
You know what?
Let me see it here.
And what I'll say is, bro, I wouldn't say that this is total honesty, man. I would think that because of, that's why I say I'm really not a drug dealer. I've got in the game and got out the
You a
game.
hustler,
But
yeah.
before I could get in it, God said, man, that ain't you.
Got
And I keep trying to tell you that ain't you, but you keep trying it. You keep
Okay.
tempting me, right? So I done did it a couple times, and he done sent me away a couple times.
Yeah.
So when I went this time, again, my mindset was to come home, get in the debt collection. Man, I come home, and this is the bad part about it. While I was in Ashtabula doing the debt collections and hustling, I accumulated like $3.5 million in debt, which I still own to this day. I own it. And it was like when I did them 5 years in prison, it's on the shelf. And I still got it. But it's like I come home in 22 to 23, it wasn't in me no more. So then I've been trying to figure out my niche, what I'm going to do. I got a degree, but now I'm a 2-time convicted felon I've been to prison twice. And the background checks. It's like, you know, I'm trying to get a job at Amazon because I don't got nothing on my driving record.
Right.
I can drive, but 7 years, 5 years this, 5 years that, 7 years this.
I know.
And I tried to get in the management program at Publix.
Right.
I was in it for like a month. Then I told them up front about the background. They did the background check, but then they come back. Then they said, well, we gotta let you go.
Yeah.
So then I said, you know what, I'm gonna start the it's like it hit me. Start the nonprofit. So I started a nonprofit because there's a lot of people that's just like me that don't have issues.
You very. I'm just lucky that I never got them felonies. I always got lucky enough to cop down and move your mic down. I always got lucky to cop down to some misdemeanors, so I avoided. But I did a background check for one of the ride services, GoPuff, in this time. And my record's still fucking littered with shit I did 30 years ago, and it's not good. And we don't get our record expunged. Me, I really don't give a shit. I think personally, who I am should speak louder than my history sometimes, but everybody don't judge you there.
Right.
I said
Sometimes.
Yeah, not all the time.
Sometimes that shit speak for
Yeah,
you need
sometimes
to know
I
this.
am that Negro. I absolutely am him, but it is good that you starting this program. So where do you really want to put your resources in stopping the recidivist rate? What would be some of the key points that you would be looking to activate in?
Okay, so with regards to this, so when doing the 5 years, I was at Trump, which is down by Warren.
Yeah.
I actually started off at the camp. I was at the camp. Then I was at the camp 2.5 years. I got in a fight, and then they put me. I went from level 1 to level 3.
Okay.
No, level 1 to level 2.
Okay.
So then I was seeing like the programs, man, that they got for guys, man. They got a lot of programs for like rapists, violent offenders, everything. Non-violent offenders, they don't have anything.
Right.
Like people like myself,
Right.
drug traffickers,
Yeah.
drug offenders, they don't have anything like that. So
Right.
then I came home and I got 3 programs.
Y'all taking
Yeah.
too much of their money.
Yeah, that I'm trying to start in the ODRC, Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Corrections, that they can get credit for taking these classes.
Yeah.
One is called Breaking the Cycle, which is a drug trafficking program. It's an 18-month
Nice.
program. And another one I have is what's called Pathways to Parole Success.
That is so good. When your curricular, what is the like I know I'm a street dude too. I grew up like I'm right up on Buckeye, right up the street. So the biggest thing for me is after I was in the drug trade, I just really devalued money because I'm out that crack era, and it was like just hitting on the block boys. We was making it. I still got a bad habit that I think in the back of my mind I could just go get some chop and be a millionaire in a couple weeks, but it don't happen like that no more. So that was a big thing for me is it skewed my perception of earning off, and then I didn't want a boss. Well, I'm worse than you. I never wanted the boss after I hit the streets. So what is some of the things, like that's what I was suffering for. What's some of the main things you will work on to stop that recidivism rate?
So like for the one, like the breaking
My man got
the breaking,
curriculum.
so the breaking the cycle and empowerment beyond training program for drug trafficking. So the objective of it is to provide inmates convicted of drug trafficking with the tools, knowledge, and support necessary to rebuild their lives, resist returning to illegal activities, and contribute positivity to society post-release. So that's the program for the ones that's offended because they don't have anything. So I'm trying to work with a judge that's in Cleveland, and I'm trying to work with Judge Dawson in East Cleveland, where I'm from. So I'm trying to be based in East Cleveland, Ohio, working out of Northeast Ohio, Cuyahoga County, and up in Columbus.
Okay.
So that's one program. The other program that I have is the Pathway to Parole Success. So and by the system, and they get like 5 to 25. So as soon as they get to prison, man,